Hello. All right. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. All right, I'm back, sort of. We are going to be jumping into side stories specifically in Virche tonight because I'm going to try and get through at least a page. So my goal is to finish one page of side stories tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to be at a concert, so I will not be streaming tomorrow because I probably won't have a voice very long. All right, let's see. Okay. I want to make sure I list things right. My headphones are like crackling a little bit. So, fun fact, I know I mentioned this yesterday. If you were watching me play Zelda before or after the crash, I can't remember when I said this. I started a new job, and at my new job, we have it's training. We're doing training right now. So they're like, bring a headset. So I brought this. And so I'm like, is it crackling? I had fear that I had broke it because when I first plugged it in, I don't know if it's actually my computer or maybe I just plugged it into like the wrong kind of USB port, which is a possibility. When I first plugged it in, it wasn't working. And I was so scared. I was like, did I do this? Did I take my sweet little angel baby with me and it's now not working? It's what I get. It's what I get for saying I need a new headset. But like this one, when I first bought this headset or got this headset, I didn't buy it. It was a gift. My sister got this as a gift because I wanted the black one and not the pink one. It was crackling. So if you look at like my really early VODs on YouTube, for like Paradigm Paradox, I was using this headset I think during Paradigm Paradox and it was crackling and I literally had to switch headsets because it wouldn't stop. And you could hear it because I could hear it. So, all right. So we are going to try and get through this page of side stories today. And then there won't be a stream tomorrow. I'm going to try and stream on Wednesday to do another page of these unless I start earlier. We'll see. I was going to try and start earlier today, but I got a little distracted. Which is very typical of me right now. All right, a day in the life of the family Butler. Aww. Don't know if I'm excited about that one. Listen, he took over this entire story. He didn't need to. As the butler of the Clyde family, my morning began earlier than anyone else's. I also tested this out, and I think the sound is just weird, but I did turn it up. The sound is up right now on the desktop. Yesterday when we were playing Zelda, for a while you couldn't hear me or hear the game, and I don't know why, but the sound's weird on the desktop. And I tested it. I turned it to 100 on my headset just to see if that actually affected it, and it didn't. So it was showing the same amount of bars raised. Like right now, it's acting like there's no music. Really need to turn it higher. Let's turn it higher. If the audio is very loud, I'm sorry. Now then, I suppose I should begin my day of taking care of my master. I don't usually have the volume up very loud for myself, and I always turn the music down a little bit because I always feel like it's too loud. I want to hear their voices. I want to be there. After getting ready, I washed my face with cold water from outside to wake myself up. First, I must sweep around the front doors and the estate grounds to ensure it did not appear unsightly to anyone. I gave special care to the flowers in particular. I need to make sure the mansion is ready at any time for her to live in. For that reason, I continue to keep the garden in its beautiful state. I then dusted off my uniform before heading back into the mansion. I moved from room to room through the mansion, needlessly long corridors, opening windows to ventilate them all. If I didn't, mold would accumulate in the large collection of books in the mansion.
彼女もたくさんの物語に興味を持つかもしれない。しっかり保存しておかないと。
So I feel like randomly mentioning, I wore this I think yesterday. This is a new cardigan, but it looks like my old cardigan, and I'm really excited about it because my old cardigan it's getting gross because it has long sleeves. And so it's like rubbing against so much stuff, and I've had it for years. So she's been getting crusty, and so I got this one, I think at Goodwill. Right before we took our trip to Belize, because I thought it was going to be cold. Because it said it was going to be 76 degrees, and I'm like, oh, I should bring a cardigan. Because that's kind of chilly. But it was very humid, so I didn't need it. She might be interested in all these stories as well. I have to make sure they're preserved. After making sure fresh air was coming into the rooms, I headed to the morning marché to retrieve breakfast for the young master. Do I have my map?
大事な実験体。
Sounded so creepy.
健康管理はきっちりしないとな。
He's my valuable test subject. I must be sure his health is of top condition. Ooh, also another really random thing. While I was cleaning, I realized I actually owned a container of Copics. I think I mentioned this. They did a promotion where you could get a single Copic for $1. And I asked all my friends to do it. So I have like 8. I've gotten 3 so far. One from the one I did, one my sister did. And my one friend who was like, let's just go get something to eat and I'll give you your Copic. So I have 3 of them so far, but I'll have more in a couple weeks because I'm going to have a get together with my friends and I'm going to ask them to remember to bring the Copics with them. And then I might do art. For today, I purchased a delicious looking sandwich full of vegetables. Besides those were sandwiches with generous amounts of meat. Okay.
我慢だ。我慢。クロード家の優秀な執事は
Forgot
肉
which
にがっついた
soda
り
I
し
had.
ない。
This is like the new blackberry ones. I'll try any Dr. Pepper. It's not my favorite. I know a lot of people like it. It's not my favorite. I think it's fine. It doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper. It just tastes like blackberries. No, control yourself. The elegant butler of the Clyde family does not dive into a pile of meat for his sustenance.
怪しまれないためにも優雅に執事らしくあれ。
Did they establish that? He's obsessed with meat? I didn't know that. I have to maintain my image as an elegant butler so as not to be suspected. If anybody knows you, you should look like yourself. I remained tempted. I purchased another of the simpler sandwiches for myself and left. How would they know? Just buy it. Just buy it. They'll never know. By the time I had returned back, it was around when the others would normally wake and begin the day. Working on my checklist, which meant one thing for myself. I headed up to the attic and unforgivingly opened its windows. As my master squinted in discomfort at the light coming into the room.
おはようございます、坊ちゃん。朝ですよ。起きてください。
Good morning, master. It's morning. Please wake up.
もうちょっと。
Depending on how long it takes me to get these 6 stories done, I might do the one story on the last page. I don't know. We'll see if it lets me. I don't know if any of these are locked. Just a little more.
ダメですよ。規則正しい生活は規則正しい起床から。
An ordinary life starts with an ordinary morning.
起きないというのなら 買ってきた坊ちゃんの朝食を俺がいただいてしまいますが。
If you refuse to do so, I'll have the breakfast I bought for you in your place. I almost laughed watching my master scrunch up his face as he woke up.
ほら、坊ちゃん、こちらに服を用意しましたので、しっかり自分で着替えてください。
Here, master, I've prepared your clothes, so please get dressed on your own.
さすがにもう、俺の手伝いを必要とする年ではないでしょ。
You certainly aren't at an age where you need my help to dress yourself, right?
ちょっと待って。
Just a moment. He seemed desperately sleepy, but once I saw that he had begun putting on his complicated attire, I headed downstairs alone and set out the breakfast I had purchased earlier with tea.
おはようちゃん。
Good
今日
morning,
もジャム入れて
tea.
くれた紅茶はいい香りだね。
Stretching. The tea smells great today, too. It was a problem that my master would never fully awaken if not for the scent of tea I brewed. I feel that way about coffee, so I can see it.
まあ、紅茶の腕だけは本物だからな。
I suppose my skill in brewing tea is one of the few things that isn't a facade about me. I finished eating breakfast with my master, who was now fully awake, and after I was finished cleaning up after us,
男が2人しかいないと、洗濯も雑に済ませられていいな。
I'm glad I only have to deal with laundry for the two of us. I hung some freshly dried sheets as I spoke to myself. The first few times I did this, there was soap everywhere, and I had a rough time of it. I grew accustomed to the
これが
practice.
終わったら、坊ちゃんの勉強の手伝いという名の監視。
When hello! Once this is done, I must watch over my master's studies, or rather watch over the master
あ
himself.
いつは好きあらば、勉強を放り出して小説を書くからな。
Given any
一体
chance,
誰に似たんだか。
he'll abandon his studies and start writing his novel. Who does he take after, I wonder? Your mom. That's where he got that. I had to make sure he fulfilled his role as head of the Clyde family. I need to stay on top of him and give him strict guidance. This isn't Breath of the Wild. I updated it, and for some reason it only updated on some of it. That's so weird, because I double checked to make sure when it uploaded onto Discord that it said it was Virche. I guess I'll hit save again. Sorry to surprise you. No, this isn't Breath of the Wild. I'll be doing Breath of the Wild again. I played it yesterday. I'm playing like it happens. I mean, it does happen. I don't know if it's OBS. I've updated it. It keeps doing that though, where like I will update it, the stream information, and it doesn't actually save. I need to stay on top of him and give him strict guidance. But do you? Do you really? And so my day as a butler continued. Are we gonna just never be done with Jean? Unfortunately, my master wasn't pushy about wanting to go outside, so I had a relatively substantial amount of time to myself. My last task as butler was...
坊ちゃん、そろそろお休みの時間ですよ。
Master, it's time to go to bed. To ensure my master, who was always reading late at night, went to bed in his own room.
待って。今いいところだから。あと少しだけ。
I'm at the good part. Just a bit longer.
そう言って昨日も本に突っ伏して眠りこけていたでしょ。
You said that yesterday and fell asleep with your face right inside a book, remember?
体も痛めますから、しっかりベッドで眠ってください。
It'll be bad for your body, so you must sleep in your bed.
ちゃんの頑固者。
Not his fault you were... Well, actually, it is his fault. It's entirely his fault that you were born with a weak constitute. He made you this way. You're so stubborn, Jean.
頑固で結構。
And that is quite fine. That said, even without me having to convince him. That's his robot DNA, though. When the clock struck the same time every night, my master simply began to fall asleep. His eyelids suddenly became too heavy. He managed to climb into bed by himself and
お
then...
やすみちゃん。また明日。
Good night, Jean. See you tomorrow. Every single night he said that to me before drifting off into a deep, deep slumber. And then I would carry his limp body to my experiment basement to charge him because he's a robot. And that ended my day of work as Jean. Now I start my time
こ
as
こから
Camille.
は神湯の時間だ。
Yeah, I know. It's a day as Butler. I carried Mathis, now asleep, into his real room. I turned on the system, causing data to flow from one point in search of their destination, flickering lights of life. And through the cable connected to Mathis, the data flowed into his brain.
経過は良好。
It's also time to cut my bangs because they're officially like... When they start to hit my glasses is when it happens. Everything seems to be going well.
この調子でどんどん記憶から派生するあらゆる感情に目覚めてくれよ。
Keep working hard to develop emotions from your memories, you hear?
俺の大事な
My
大事
dear,
な
dear homunculus.
ホムンクルスくん。
Little homunculus. We did it. All right. Roses for my wonderful everyday life. This has everybody in it. There's an image. Oh, something felt odd today. I suddenly stopped myself in the hallway after cleaning up after breakfast and leaving the kitchen. I hadn't seen anyone. I always come across the children on cleaning duty around this time. I think Milo was in charge today. However, I didn't see him or any of the other children. Wondering what could be going on, I peered outside the window. The front of the orphanage was completely deserted, with no one to be found. I don't remember being told that everyone would be gone today. Hey! I suddenly heard a shout
こんな
behind
ところ
me.
で何やってんだよ。
Leah, what are you doing here? Milo, there you are. I replied with relief from finally finding someone. I was heading back to my room after cleaning up breakfast. I didn't see anyone. I was looking around.
片付けが終わった
Are you finished cleaning? Milo's shoulders flinched as
っ
I
てこと
answered
は
him.
今厨房は空いてるんだよな。
So that means the kitchen's empty now, right? Yes, if no one else is using it. Did you not have enough to eat, Milo? I'll make something if you want more.
いい
No,
っていうか別に腹は減ってねえよ。
I'm not hungry.
ただその個人的に厨房に用があるっていうか
It's doing that crackling thing. It's making me nervous. It's just, I have something I gotta do in the kitchen.
あら、二人揃って何の話をしているの？
Oh, Leah, Milo, what are you two talking about? Oh, mother. It seems as though everyone wasn't out together. Just about if the kitchen was open. Where were you just now, mother?
倉庫に用事があったから子供たちと一緒に行っていたの。
I had something I needed to do in the storage room. I was there with the
そ
children.
れよりあなたにお願いがあって探していたのだけど。
Actually, Leah, I was looking for you because I have to ask a favor. Of course, what is it? I don't have anything planned today. I can help with anything.
それは頼もしいわね。
You're so dependable. You have no life.
大したお願いじゃないのよ。
You're so dependable. It really isn't too
こ
important.
の手紙を国立研究所へと届けてほしいだけ。
I just wanted to pass this letter on to the institute. As she spoke, Mother took out the letter from her pocket. It was a favor I was used to doing, and I had no reason to refuse. All right, I'll bring it over right
あり
away.
がとう。いつもお使いを頼んでしまってごめんなさいね。
Thank you. I'm sorry to always send you on these errands.
今日は天気もいいし、散歩がてらのんびり行ってらっしゃい。
The thing with the side stories is I also don't know what universe we're in. Like, is this after all the murders? Is this before all the murders? She's talking to Milo. Milo tried to kill her at one point, so I think it's after. Like, he becomes around in the middle of it. It's nice out today. Please take your time and enjoy your walk. I will. I think I'll go to the Marche as well. All right, Milo, I'll be going now. Sure. I was a bit concerned about Milo looking so restless, but I let it slide. Who am I to question a faceless small child that lives at an orphanage with me? I first attended the errands requested to me and headed outside under the wide blue sky. ...
行ったか？
Is she gone?
ええ。扉を開け閉めする音がはっきりと聞こえたもの。
Is it her birthday? I heard the door open and close
これで
again.
心置きなく準備に取り掛かれるわね。
Now we can get ready without having to worry.
厨房を何に使うのか聞かれた時はヒヤッとしたけど、
I panicked when she asked what I was going to use
あ
the
いつ
kitchen
が戻
for.
る前に全部済ませてびっくりさせてやろうぜ、マム。
Let's get everything done before she gets back so we can surprise her.
なんと言っても今日は
Yes, after all, today is ... her birthday. It's her birthday.
あの子にとって特別な日だもの。
A very special day for her. Oh, her birthday? Or something worse. Just as Mother suggested, I took my time walking about, enjoying how wonderful the weather felt. Even here in Carnival, where it was always busy with researchers hurrying about, I felt I was calm and gentle. I felt it was calm and gentle, a fitting atmosphere for a day as nice as today. That said, I couldn't forget about my errand.
こちら確かに預かりました。責任を持って該当 ID 所有者にお渡しします。
Alright, we received your letter. We'll be sure to hand it over to the employee with a corresponding ID, aka Sheen Brophy. Thank you very much. I handed the letter from Mother to one of the guards at the front gate of the Institute. I assumed that the researcher with the corresponding ID was Sheen. But there certainly wasn't any need for me to go out of my way to confirm that. I gave a friendly nod to the guard, and as I was about to leave...
待ってください。お願いだからまだ帰らないで。
Wait a moment, please! Don't leave just yet! Oh, what do you want to hut? I heard my name being called out, and I turned back around towards the main entrance. The one who came hurriedly running after me, wearing a large lab coat that billowed in the wind behind him was... the hut! Hello? I wondered what had gotten him in such a panic.
はい、こんにちは。この状況であなたが研究所に来てくれるなんて。
Hello, I didn't think I'd see you here right in the middle of our predicament.
まさしく天の助け。やっぱり本物の神様は可愛く賢い僕の味方なんですね。
A saving hand from the heavens. I always knew the real God was on my side.
ああ、一人で盛り上がっちゃってすみませんです。
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
実はあなたにちょっとお手伝いしてほしいことがありまして、この後何か用事があったりしますか？
There's actually a little thing I was hoping you could help with. Do you have anything you need to attend to right now? No, nothing in particular. I was just on a walk and now I'm about to head back to the orphanage. If there's anything I can do, I'd be happy to help.
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
Really? Thank you so much. The hot. The hot held both of my hands, shaking them up and down with joy.
では早速こちらへ。僕もシアンさんもそろそろ限界だったんですよね。
Then let's hurry in. Sheen and I are both almost at our wits' end. He gently gestured me towards the institute, but shouldn't I at least hear what it is you need help with first?
もっともなご意見なんですけど、説明する時間も惜しくて。
That's a good point, but there really isn't time to
来れ
explain.
ば 一瞬で全部理解できますので、何も言わずについてきてもらえると。
You'll know in an instant once you see it, so if you could please follow me for now. It seemed apparent that Dahat was desperate for help.
あ、そのお手紙はシアンさん宛てです。だったら一緒に持ってっちゃいますよ。
Is that a letter for Sheen? Let's go take it to him.
副所長自らよろしいのですか？
Are you sure it's alright, Deputy Director?
物はついでってやつですから。
I'm on my way there anyway. Dahat quickly took the letter and continued bringing me into the institute. After receiving an entry permit at the entrance, I stepped into the pristine building. At first glance, the sight of the researchers walking around seemed completely normal. But the moment I entered the room I was led to, I was speechless. He's beautiful. He takes time. He, like, does his nails. His hair is gorgeous. That man wears eyeliner. He sleeps in a pile of his own clothes. Scattered lab coats, books, and equipment. Pieces of bread lying about and pillows that must have been used for naps. The familiar room was in a state just like the first time I'd came here. No, even worse. I really want to clean this. An internal desire to clean stirred awake. Not yet noticing my reaction, Dahat started towards the center of the room, pushing away the things scattered across his path.
ちょっとシアンさん、そんなところに寝っ転がってないで起きて
Sheen,
ください。
don't just lie there. Get up. And he tapped the man on the floor of the room, waking him. The room's owner slowly picked himself up.
やっと起きた。
You're finally awake.
っていうか外に出た一瞬でさらに散らかってるじゃないですか。
How is it that it's gotten even messier in the short time I was gone? What did you do in these few
知
minutes?
らん。俺が散らかしてるんじゃない。部屋が勝手に散らかるんだ。
How should I know? I'm not actively making the mess. It just gets messy on its own.
もうそれ部屋が汚い人の常套句ですからね。
That's what all messy people say. Sorry to interrupt, but was it cleaning that you needed help with?
はい、そうなんです。
Yes. That's it
い
exactly.
つもなら僕がシアンさんの汚した部屋をけなげに掃除してるんですが。
Normally it's me. I'm the one always cleaning Sheen's room. I'm very selfless.
今日はこれから重要な会議があるので何もできそうにないんですよね。
And we have an important meeting today. I won't be able to do anything about this. I see. That sounds pretty difficult, Dahat. I don't know that. I did know that Sheen tended to make a mess of his room, but I didn't imagine it could get this bad. Alright, if that's the case, I'll be happy to help. I'll have this room cleaned so that both of you can attend your meetings.
ありがとうございます。さすがお嬢さん。掃除の聖女様と呼ばせてください。
Thank you very much. I knew I could count on you, Leah. Please allow me to call you my immaculate saint. It's really nothing. Mood. I dusted the shelves and desk before sweeping up crumbs from the floor. Being careful not to touch any books or documents, I polished the equipments that I saw that were not in use. Phew! Although we're still a bit of clutter, I finished cleaning up what I thought was necessary. I gathered all the dirty laundry, and there are still a couple clean lab coats left for him to use. I still wanted to check directly with Dahat and Sheen if this was all right. I was slightly worried about the number of lab coats not being enough.
わあ、すごい。冥界のおで状態から人が住める環境に戻ってますよ。
Well, amazing. This room's gone from the grimy depths of Hades back to a state of human habitability. Yeah, that's a word. Dahat cried out with joy after coming back from the meeting and seeing the room, so I assumed it was fine. I hope there isn't any problem with what I did. I didn't touch any of the equipment being used in experiments.
触っていたら叩き出していたところだ。
I'd have to kick you out if you did. Stretching his neck as he walked in, Sheen arrived as well. Oh yeah, I can do that too. Stretch my neck.
ありがとうございます。おかげで長い会議も無事に終えることができました。
Thank you very much, Leah. Because of you, we were able to get through this meeting in
お
peace.
礼にお茶とかいかがですか？僕お手製のクッキーも今から焼きますので。
May I offer you some tea as thanks? I'll bake some of my homemade cookies too, so... No, but it's so kind of you to offer. I actually enjoyed myself.
でも、お礼をしなきゃ気が済まないと言いますか。都合が悪いと言いますか。
But I have to thank you somehow for... Or it would be inconvenient other words. Inconvenient?
もういいだろう、ダハド。
That's enough, Dahat. Sheen muttered sleepily as he smiled at the smiling
時間
Dahat.
は十分使わせた。これ以上引き止める必要はない。
We bought enough time. We don't need to hold you back any longer. Time.
うわあ、シアンさん、何重要ワードをさらっと暴露してるんです？
Sheen, why is your choice of words so careless? In a panic, Dahat tugged at Sheen's coat.
うん。えへへ。すみません。なんでもないです。ちょっとこちら的な事情で。
Sorry, it's nothing. We're just discussing some
お
private
礼ができ
matters.
ないのは残念ですが、無理に引き止めても迷惑なだけですよね。
It's unfortunate I can't do anything to thank you, but forcing you to stay would cause you trouble
ま
too.
た今度お茶しに来てください。いろんなお菓子を用意して待ってますから。
Please come by again for tea sometime. I'll have plenty of snacks ready as well. I will. I'll bring some for you too. Well then, I'll be on my way.
はーい。帰りはお気をつけて。
Okay, go home safely. Bye, Dahat. Bye, Sheen. What a weird pair. I gave them a nod and exited the room. There I saw the recently updated numbers on the wall clock. I was cleaning for 2 whole hours, but I really enjoyed it. Seeing the place objectively tidier was satisfying as usual. I felt as if the cleaning itself was its own reward. You've been brainwashed.
もう、シアンさん。みんなで内緒にしようって決めたのに、なんで教えようとするんですか？
Shane, we decided to keep it a secret from her. Why are you trying to tell her what's going on?
参加するなど俺は一言も言っていない。お前らの茶番に巻き込むな。
I never said one word about being a part of this. Don't rope me into your little tea party.
彼女には普段からお世話になってるじゃないですか。こういう時ぐらい協力しましょうよ。
Leah is always taking care of us. Please try to be a little cooperative at times like this.
そうそう。シアンさんこれ。彼女から預かった手紙です。
That's right. Here, Shane, this is from her.
豊島からか。どうせ中身はいつもと変わらん近況報告だ。確認次第捨てておけ。
The old bag, huh? It's probably just another report on how she's doing. Once you've read it over, throw it out.
はーい。どれどれ？
All right,
と
let's see.
今回の計画に協力しなさい。
You are to
さもな
participate
け
in our
れば
plans. If you do
イ
not,
ブさんにあなたへの差し入れ料理を作っていってもらいます。
I will have Eves prepare your next meal. Right outside of Carnival, the Marché in Chetas was bustling and full of people. My eyes couldn't help but be fixated on all the various shops with beautiful produce on display. There are vegetables here not normally in Koen. I wonder if the children would be happy if I made something out of these. Maybe I could buy some just to try them out.
坊ちゃん、さすがにそれは高価すぎるのでは？
Master, I must say this is rather
何事
expensive.
も高ければ良いというものではありませんよ。
Just because something is pricier doesn't necessarily mean it's better, you know?
ダメなの？これがいいと思ったんだけど。
Is it a bad idea? I thought it would be better. Oh, those voices. I turned around. 2 stalls over, I saw Mathis and Jean doing some shopping. Hello, what a coincidence to see you both here. Leah! The moment I called out to them, Mathis gave a huge start. I couldn't help but be startled myself at how surprised he was. Sorry for startling you?
あ、いえ、ごめんなさい。僕が過剰にびっくりしただけで。
No, it's fine. I'm sorry for overreacting.
遅くなりましたが、
I swear he said Lycoris.
こんにちは。
Did he call her Lycoris princess? I didn't greet you yet. Hello. Hello. You two are doing some shopping?
ええ、坊ちゃんが読書に使う小物。
Yes, for the master's reading accessories.
よかったら買うものについてあなたの意見を聞かせてくれませんか？
If you wouldn't mind, could you give your opinion on something? Mathis pointed to the objects on display at the stall in front of them as I kick my desk. Did that shake it like it normally does? There were some beautiful bookmarks decorated with peach-colored flowers laid out. Wow, they're so pretty.
ですよね。僕も一目見て気に入ったんです。
I liked them as soon as I laid my eyes on them.
確かに、その愛らしい装飾は悪くありませんが。
Indeed, the lovely decorations are not bad at all.
こうい
However,
った色合いのものも候補の一つとして考えてみては。
you might consider these shades as some of your options. Following Mathis, Jean also pointed to some other bookmarks. I saw his point, as these bookmarks look remarkably different. Decorated with a pattern of white jewel. The design is wonderful too. It was difficult to choose.
あなただったらどのしおりを買いますか？
Like, if it was you and not me, like, which one would you get? Just curious.
我々が選んだもの以外でも気に入ったものがあればぜひ教えてください。
If there is anything else you see apart from the ones we've chosen, please let us know. Well, I'm not sure if it'll be very helpful in your decision considering my own taste. After thinking it over for a moment, how about this one? I slowly pointed at a black bookmark with traces of red on it.
これですか？
This one, I had a bookmark actually not too long ago. Might be in my living room. I lost it. I don't know where it's at. But my sister bought it for me. It's a well shark. No, not a well shark. It's that wide well. It's the very wide well. Like the one in Finding Dory. Can't think of its name. This one.
ずいぶん落ち着いた。というより少しばかり暗いような。
This is a very subdued design, or should I say even a bit dark? I suppose, but I just thought it was pretty since it's coloring is like the Lycoris.
なるほど。言われてみれば確かによく似てますね。
I see, now you mention it, it does look
色
similar.
も大人っぽくて素敵です。僕、明るい色ばかりを意識して全然見ていませんでした。
The mature color, it looks so nice. I was focusing only on all the bright colors that I didn't see this one at all.
良い意見をいただけましたね、坊ちゃん。
We've been given a very fine opinion. You've been given a very fine opinion, haven't we, Master?
うん。
Yeah, it's so your birthday. It's
あり
so
が
your
とうございます。
birthday.
どう
Thank
か
you so
楽
much,
しみにして
Leah.
いてくだ。
I hope you'll be happy with.
おお。
That's right. Drown him. Just drown him. As Mathis was speaking, Jean swiftly covered his mouth.
使った感想をお伝えするので楽しみにしていてください。とのことで。
He means to say he hopes you'll be happy knowing you gave us such great advice. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's what he meant. I'm just glad my opinion was right. I'll be going now. I hope you enjoy your shopping. Am I going to run into every single person?
ええ、ありがとうございます。
Who's left? Adolphe? Lucas? Maybe Ankou? I doubt Ankou's in on this. Eves? I gave a small nod as they smiled and headed back to the other stall to buy the vegetables I was previously looking at.
いきなり口を塞ぐなんてひどいようじゃん。
That was so mean of you to cover my mouth like that,
口
Jean.
を滑らせた坊ちゃんをフォローしただけの話です。
How did she forget her own birthday? It's her birthday, right? It's gotta be. I was just covering for you before you let out the
彼
secret.
女を喜ばせるために意見を聞いたというのに、その前に種明かしをしてどうするのですか？
You asked for her opinion to make sure she would be happy, so what good would it have done if you ruined the surprise?
ごめん。
Sorry,
今から楽しみで、
Just-
つい。
couldn't stop
でも、
myself.
彼女の意見が聞けてよかった。
That's still the funniest, but I'm glad we were able to get her opinion.
他のものも、さっきの意見を参考に、いろいろ見て回ってみよう。
How about we use what she just told us for all the other things we need to get? So just red and black? That's fine. I'm fine with that.
ね、そうですね。例の時間までまだまだ余裕はあ
It's a
るのです
fine
から。
idea. We still have a while before the appointed time after all. How long are they trying to keep her out of the house? Like, dude, I know they're making tea, question mark. But like, she can go home. She doesn't. After buying a few vegetables, I took my time getting back to Cohen. The marché was lively as well, but in a different way.
やめろ。
Oh, Hugo.
それだけはやめろ。せっかくの日に、お前は彼女を殺す気か。
Oh, Hugo. Stop it. Anything but that. Are you trying to kill her today of all days? Oh god, Eves is cooking.
もう殺さないってば、むしろ喜んでもらうために買おうとしてるんだけど。
I'm not. I'm getting all this to make her happy, you know?
未知の生物を料理する前提で買おうとしてるやつの言うセリフじゃねえんだわ。
Is this the kindest Hugo's ever been to us? That's not what someone says while trying to buy some mysterious creature to cook up. And there was quite the commotion
Ida.
today.
今までの手料理に関する記憶をよーく思い出せ。そうすりゃ、おのずと正解は出るだろ。
Listen, think back really carefully on all the times you've cooked before. You can find the answer yourself that way,
お前
right?
がそれを買って料理して相手は喜んでくれるか？
If you buy that and cook it for someone, will they really be happy about it? Hmm.
絶対に喜んでもらえる気がする。
Yep, I'm sure they'll be thrilled.
お前の脳内で今何が起きた？
What the hell just happened in that brain of yours? Eves and Hugo. They were in a heated discussion about something in front of the food stall. Although I have an idea of what they're talking about, it seems they were focused on their shopping, so I decided not to get in their way. I was on my way back to the orphanage, and as I passed in front of
そこ
one
の金
stall,
髪のお嬢さん、おしゃれに使える小物はどうだい？
okay, call me basic. A little louder, please. Blonde miss, how about some accessories with
チ
your
ュリーのマ
wardrobe?
ルシェで売っている貴重なものが捨てで安く手に入ったんだ。
I've got some valuable pieces sold at the marchés in Chedas for cheap. The man managing the stall called out to me in a friendly voice. Girl, you don't need it. I had planned on taking the long way back to the orphanage, but I took the extra long way back. After doing some shopping at the marché, I decided to stop by the hospital where Nadia was staying.
いらっしゃい。遊びに来てくれて嬉しいわ。
We don't need capuchin. Leah, I'm so happy you came to
ちょうど
visit.
配信が終わったところだ。彼女とゆっくり話していくといい。
We just finished with her examination. Please take your time in chatting with her. Thank you very much. After giving a nod to Capuchin, I sat in the chair beside Nadia.
今日はとっても調子がいいからね。誰かといっぱいお話がしたいと思っていたの。
I've been wanting to talk to someone because I'm feeling really good
そ
today.
うしたらあなたが来てくれてきっと神様がお願い事を叶えてくれたんだわ。
Kami-sama, and then you came. I'm sure God must have made my wish come true. That's great to hear. I'm glad that you have time today because I have something for you. Oh, we got her an
私
accessory
にご用事？
for me, but it's your birthday. Say it,
飲食
Nadia.
の差し入れは許可できないが。
Capuchin, bite me, but don't. No food or drinks are permitted as gifts to the patient, you know. That's okay. It isn't food or drinks.
おや、賑やかですね。ナディアに会いに来てくれたのですか？
Ah, it sure is lively in here. You came to visit Nadia, Leah. You're here too, Lucas. What a coincidence.
ええ。今は花瓶の水を変えてきたところです。
Yes, I just finished changing out the water in the flower
素
vases.
敵なお客様が来てくれて
今日は嬉しい日ですね、ナディア。
What a wonderful day to have a lovely guest. Isn't that right, Nadia? Yes. Nadia responded to Lucas with a joyful smile. So, Nadia, about that gift I was talking about, this is for you. I found at the marché just earlier.
これ腕飾り？
That's beautiful, actually. Wait. Is this a bracelet? I slowly handed her the bracelet as she sat blinking in surprise. I thought it would look good on you, so I just couldn't help myself. If you like it, would you accept it? I think it'll fit not just your arm, but your doll's too.
いいの？こんな素敵なもの。
Nadia has dolls? It's so pretty. Yeah, really, to be honest. I just really wanted to see you with it on, Nadia. It would make me really happy if you accepted it. Girls blushing.
これは遠慮する方が酷というものですね。
It seems holding yourself back from taking it would be more harm in this
あ
case.
あ、確かにナディア君に
Shut
よ
up,
く似合いそう
Capuchin.
だ。
Shut up. I think it'd look great on you, Nadia.
そうなの？
Really?
照れちゃうわ。
I'm getting embarrassed now. Nadia blushed at our compliments, and after carefully hugging the bracelet and kicking
あ
the
りが
desk,
とう。早速つけてみてもいい？
thank you, Leah. Can I put it on right now? Should I put it on for you? Yes, please do. I fastened the clasp over Nadia's wrist.
どうかしら？
How do I look? Where is this doll? There was a faint peach color shine that glimmered with her smile. How cute! You're so cute, Nadia. Seeing how adorable she was, I couldn't help but exclaim.
よく似合っていますよ、ナディア。
It suits you very well, Nadia. Capuchin.
まるで妖精のようだ。君の髪にもよく映える。
You are like a fairy. It looks great with the color of your hair. I'm fine with Nadia being here, but can he not? Smiling with joy, Nadia touched the bracelet with her other
あ
hand.
りがとう。一生大事にするわ。
Thank you,
私の
Leah.
かけがえのない宝物。
I'll treasure this my entire life. It's my one and only treasure.
私、あなたからはたくさんの幸せをもらってばかりね。
You're always making me so happy, aren't you? Oh, Nadia. You make me happy too, Nadia. I know it's odd for me to say it again after all this time, but I hope we'll always be friends. In every universe. Yeah. Capuchin. I continued to keep an eye on Nadia's condition as I spoke to her. Before I knew it, the light shining through the window grew fainter as the sun began to set.
ナディア君、さすがにそろそろ休んだ方がいいだろ
Nadia, perhaps it's time to get some rest now.
でも、私ならまだ大丈夫よ。
Yeah, but I feel fine, girl. Your bones are so brittle.
う。今無理をして後で動けなくなったら困るでしょ。
It'd be a problem if you pushed yourself now and couldn't get out of bed later,
せ
right?
っかくカプシーヌ先生から外出の許可をいただいたのですから。
Wait, what? Did he? Wait, she's not allowed to leave the hospital. Dr. Capuchin gave you permission to leave the hospital today, after all. Leave. Do you have business somewhere after this?
ええ、まあ、とはいえ夜の話ですから時間を気にする必要はありませんよ。
How long did they think I would just be out and about? A little something. That said, our business is at night, so you don't need to rush at the moment.
主治医としては外出自体好ましくないのだがね。
As her attending physician, I can't say I like the idea of her
こ
leaving the
の日の
hospital.
ためにいつもよりさらに体調に留意してきた彼女の姿を見ている身としては
But I have been watching her be very careful with her health just for today.
許可を出さざるを得ない。無論無理をしないよう私もついていくつもりだが。
Oh, Capuchin. I didn't have much of a choice than to allow it, though I intend on joining them to make sure she doesn't push herself. I see. Nadia hardly ever gets a chance to go outside. From the way they were all talking, it seems it was something very important. I'm glad that you have permission to go out. I don't know what it's for, but I hope you have fun on your night out with Lucas.
きっと
Yes, I
あなた
will.
も今日はとっても楽しい一日を過ごしてね。
I hope you have a really nice day today too. Nadia smiled with the bracelet on her wrist, and I left the hospital to head back to the orphanage. I indeed took the long way home. Today really was a wonderful day. I was able to do some cleaning, which I enjoyed, and spoke with so many friends. I feel like I just spent a whole year's worth of luck today, and I'm glad Nadia was happy with the gift I got her. I looked forward to talking about what happened today with Mother, who was inside. I was sure she would gladly listen to Dolph.
いくらなんでも派手すぎるだろ。
Wait, this is also
姫
gaudy.
君を祝福するにふさわしい飾り付けだろ。
Those decorations should be worthy of celebrating the princess,
資
right?
金はどうせシアン・ブロフィワーズが出しているんだ。使うのにためらう必要もない。
That Shin Borofi provided the funds for all of this, so we don't need to hold back on any expenditures.
いや、だからってな。
That doesn't mean those voices. Here, Adolph and Ankou. Another wonderful meeting today. So many wonderful things happened today. If my dish with these vegetables go well, I'll have the both of them try it too.
シスターサロメ、この椅子はこっちに運べばいいですか？
Sister Salome, I need to bring these chairs over there, right?
数が足りなければ、俺らが持ってきた簡易式のものがあるから言ってくれ。
If there aren't enough, I brought some simple ones, so let me know.
ええ、ありがとう。
Thank you.
どうしようじゃん。持ってきたお菓子の一つが砕けちゃった。
What do we do? One of our trees are falling apart.
ご心配なく、坊ちゃん。こんなこともあろうかと、予備の分を用意しておきました。
Have no worries, Master. Thinking this might happen, I prepared to spare.
こちらの荷物を部屋の隅にまとめればよろしいのですね。
So these just need to go into the corner of the room, right?
誰も見ていないことですし。
Well, no one's leaking now. I should just.
何地震？
The heck was that? Was that an earthquake?
これから大事なお祝いなのに飾りが壊れちゃったら困ります。
This is supposed to be a celebration. We cannot let the decorations get
ま
ruined.
たいつか。
Him again.
ちょっとシアンさん、何一人でぐうたら寝てるんですか？少しは手伝ってくださいよ。
Sheen, what are you doing sleeping all by yourself? Did you sleep with somebody else? Like, at least help out a little.
放っておきたまえ少年。最初からその男は戦力として数えていない。
Just let him be, young man. None of us considered him any help to begin with. Both of them, too. There's so many guests who arrived here in the short while I was out, and almost all of them were people I met outside today. Maybe they're gathering for some tea. If so, I had to get in and take care of our guests. Hello, I'm back. I quietly opened the door so as not to disturb the festivities.
もう帰ってきたのかよ。
Whoa, Leah, you're back already? Girl. Milo, I've been out for hours. I took my time with the walk after all. Wow, look at all these empty chairs. As I replied to Milo, I looked around. Everyone was scattered in separate rooms, and it didn't seem like they were having tea together. Instead, the table was covered in beautiful decorations and elaborate dishes. I tilted my head in wonder about what this gathering was for.
邪魔しているよ、姫君。いい時間に帰ってきてくれた。
Sorry to intrude, Princess. You came back at the right
ちょうど
time.
今、君を迎えるための準備が整ったところなんだ。
We just got finished getting ready to welcome you in. Welcome me?
やっぱ忘れてたか。
I knew she forgot. Hey. Okay, the day I was born, my parents died.
アドルフや私の時は絶対に忘れないのにね。
She never forgets when it's yours or
今
mine.
日は年に一度しかない大切な日でしょ。
This is a very important day that only comes once a year, you know?
それじゃあ、この場で俺たちが改めてお祝いしないとね。
It's alright, let's make sure we celebrate it right here and now. I did not understand what was going on because apparently I'm extremely oblivious, but everyone other than Sheen, who had gathered in the room, walked up to me.
お誕生日おめでとうございます
Happy birthday, Leah.
今日という日、君が生まれ落ちてくれたことに心からの感謝と
Today, we give our thanks and blessings that you were born.
これからもたくさん生きた時間を増やしていってね。
So make sure you keep living life to its fullest, alright? They all told me that day what day it was. Today's my birthday. Oh, that's right. I was born.
完全に忘れてたって顔だな。
Looks like she completely
驚か
forgot.
せがいがありますね。ダハト様たちの時間稼ぎがうまくいったおかげです。
I'm glad this was kept as a surprise then. We pulled it off, well, thanks to Dahat and Sheen buying us time. And Nadia.
いやあの部屋をどうにかしなきゃいけないのは本当のことだったので。
It was true. We really had to take care of that room. Wait, did you ask me to deliver that letter so that you'd have time to prepare for this?
そうよ。あなたってば時間があれば施設内の手伝いをしているんだもの。
Yes, you always wanted to help around the orphanage whenever you have time to
それと
spare.
今日招かれたのは私たちだけではありませんよ。
And we're not the only ones celebrating you today, you know? Huh? The entire orphanage, little girl D, Leah.
どうやら間に合ったようだね。
Seems we arrived just in time. Nadia showed up with Capuchin pushing her wheelchair. She held a bouquet of beautiful flowers in her hand, and I saw the bracelet still on her wrist. Nadia and Dr. Capuchin too? Wait, was that the reason you asked for permission to leave the
そう
hospital?
よ。大事なお友達が生まれた日を
Ah, dang.
どうしてもお祝いしたいから
It was. I just had to celebrate the birthday of my dear
兄
friend.
様と先生にわがままを言って連れてきてもらったの。
I told my brother and Dr. Capuchin what I wanted and had them bring me here. I leaned down towards Nadia as she approached me, and with all of her strength, she raised her arms up.
この世界に生まれて
Oh, I know
私
this
のお友
picture.
達になってくれてありがとう。
Ah, thank you for being born into this world. I feel like that's like the 19th time we've seen that. And becoming my friend Leah. Ah, shucks.
これからもたくさんの人に囲まれてどうか幸せになってね。
I hope you'll stay happy surrounded by so many people. She handed me the flowers for the occasion, looking at all the people who gathered here for me. I could feel emotion well up inside me. I couldn't put into words even.
姫君。姫君。
Princess. As I sat there overcome by emotions, a dolphin Ankou gently pushed me forward. Thank you. And I took the flowers from her as tears fell from my eyes.
こんな時まで泣くのか？意味がわからんな。
You're crying even now? Did I screenshot that? Did I hit the right button? I don't get it at all.
彼女が流しているのは嬉し涙ですよ。
She's
Yeah.
crying because she's happy, Sheen.
誕生日の贈り物も用意したんです。シャンと一緒に選んだしおり受け取ってください。
We got you some gifts for your birthday too. This is a bookmark from me and Jean. Please accept
俺た
it.
ちだって花の冠をみんなで作ったんだからな。
And all these kids made you a flower crown. Dang. You would do this, and you would not put her in it? Not even her, like, little arms? What am I pressing that's not taking a screenshot? I could feel a pressure in my chest as I took in their happy faces and shouts of celebration. It was hard to put this feeling into words. I'm so happy. I was so happy it was almost unbelievable. It was almost like having a
君が
dream.
幸福に過ごす年月という数字を増やしてくれたこと
Thank you. That you have lived another year of
心
happiness.
から嬉しく思うこれからもその愛らしい笑顔で 時を刻んでおくれ、姫君。
Has made me deeply happy as well. Please continue through each year with a wonderful smile, my
毎年
princess.
俺たちが祝ってやるからな。
We'll be there to celebrate every year, especially you, my guy.
これからもリコリスが咲き誇るこの国で一緒に生きていこうね。
Let's all live together in the land where the Lycoris bloom proudly. Yes, my tears began to stop, and in place, a smile spilled over my face. Today, without a doubt, I'm so glad I was born too. I'm so glad I was able to be part of everyone's lives. It was a wonderful, joyous birthday. She does deserve that. I just don't know why we did this. We had Mama. We had Dahat. We had Nadia, and they're not even in the thing. A fragile girl's wish. I know whose wish this is. All right. Wow. See, we never really guess how long these are gonna be, because that one was like over 30 minutes, but the one before it was only like 15. A fragile girl's wish, yo. Life struggles. I feel that one. Can't wait. Nadia.
毎日を綴る日記に書かれている兄様の文字が好き。
I love reading all the stories my brother writes about his journey
とっ
in
て
his
も
journal.
綺麗だからというのもあるけれど、
Not just because he has pretty handwriting, but
生徒の人たちと一緒に過ごす毎日を本当に楽しんでるんだってわかるから。
really feel that he enjoys spending time with his students every day.
いいな。
That must be so nice.
私も兄様にありがとうの何かを送りたい。
I want to be able to give something to thank him. I thought so hard about it, but couldn't come up with anything. What's wrong, Nadia? Leah heard my defiant sigh.
でも一人で悩んでいても何も解決しないし。
I'm not getting anywhere trying to think this over myself. I was sure Leah would keep this a secret from my brother if I asked her. I should just tell her all about what I was
あの
thinking.
ね、あなたにお願いがあるの。
Leah, I have something I want to ask of you. Should I Is that right? Wait, how does this look? Huh, who am I? Yeah? Yes. There we go. That's about right. What is it? Is it something you want to keep a
そう
secret?
よ。兄様には特に。
It is, especially to my brother.
あのね、私いつもお見舞いに来てくれる兄様に
I
何か
was
贈り
thinking
物をしたいの。
I wanted to give him something nice since he's always coming here to visit me.
でも私の体じゃ直接マルシェを見て回ることもできなくて。
My body's not strong enough to go around and look at any of the marchés by myself. I see, that's a pretty big secret. Leah's smile was so pretty as she listened to me. If it's all right with you, I could look for something at the marché and get it for you.
どうしたの？
What's wrong, Leah? Nadia, if it's all right with you, should I bring someone here who might be able to help us? We can all think about what sort of gift Lucas might like together. Eves? No. Mathis? Dr. Capuchin was going to be in town doing some medical examinations and wouldn't be around for a few days. And after asking the acting doctor in his place, Leah was using the hospital's transmitter to talk to someone. Dahat? About an hour later, while Leah and I was chatting on my bed.
あらあら、急に呼び出して何かと思えば。
It's Mama. Oh my, I wondered what you were up to when you suddenly
と
called
っ
me.
ても可愛いお友達ね。いつの間にこんな素敵な妖精さんと知り合ったの？
What an adorable friend you have. When did you meet such a lovely fairy, Leah? A really pretty woman came into my room.
はじめまして。 私はサロメ。施設でこの子をはじめとした子供たちの母をしています。
It's nice to meet you. I'm Salome. I'm the mother of this young one and all of the other children at the
ゆ
orphanage.
か先生の妹さんよね。お兄さんに似てとっても綺麗だわ。将来は美しいお姫様になるわね。
Hime-sama. You're Lucas's younger sister, aren't you? You're just as pretty as he is. I'm sure you'll grow to be a beautiful princess. She's like, if I grow at all. It had been so long since I talked to a grown-up woman, so I was a bit shy and couldn't help but hide behind Leah's clothes. I hope that wasn't rude.
照れてる顔も可愛いわ。あなたが力になりたいと思うのも。
Talk about yourself like this. Just realized I had the weirdest thing popped up still. Not weirdest. I was trying to figure out why the OBS was being weird earlier before I started. So I still had my search up. I'm trying to remember to open things. She's so shy and adorable. I can see why you would want to help her. Yes, and that's why I called. Could you help us think of a nice gift that Nadia can get Lucas?
もちろん。頼まれなくても協力するつもりよ。
Ta-da. Me and my sister were talking about how we haven't been like using our headphones and stuff a lot. So I put these on yesterday and I couldn't even remember where the sound stuff was on it. And I was like, man, that's how I know I haven't been sitting at my computer for a little bit. Of course, I would have helped even if you didn't ask.
先生には普段から子供たちもお世話になっているから、こういう形で恩返しができるなら嬉しいわ。
Lucas is always helping the children after all. I would be so happy if I could repay him in a way.
ということで、よろしくね、ナディア。一緒にお兄さんが喜んでくれる贈り物を選びましょう。
I'll do my very best for you, Nadia. Let's try and find a wonderful gift together that will make Lucas happy. Miss Salome, sorry, she's not married anymore, looked even more pretty, smiling at me so closely, although it made me nervous. Hi. Okay. I really did want my brother to be happy, so I did my best to give a firm response back. What are we doing? Are we kidnapping her? I was feeling really good today, so Leah was able to get permission for me to leave the hospital from the acting doctor. I couldn't go far, but they said I was free to go anywhere in the district. Girl walking? It's been so long since I've gone out with someone other than my brother. I'm so happy. From my wheelchair, I looked up at the two women who took me outside. I'm really happy to be able to go out with you, Nadia. But don't push yourself. If you're feeling any pain, let us know right away, okay? Okay.
それじゃあまずはどこに行こうかしら。
Where should we go
ナディア、
first?
行ってみたい場所はある？
Nadia, is there anywhere you'd like to go? Was there a picture here? I don't know. My first choice this entire time.
マルシェに行きたいわ。あそこなら物がたくさん売ってるから、
I wanna
贈り物も見つかりそう。
go to the Marché. There's a lot of things sold there, so I'm sure we'll find something. Alright, then let's head over there.
人がいっぱい。ここにいる人、みんなお買い
There's
物に来てるの？
so many people. Are they all shopping? That's right. I come here when I need to buy
服や
groceries.
装飾品も売っているから、いいものがないか順番に見て回ってみましょう。
They sell accessories here too, so let's have a look at each stall. As the two women kept watch over how I was feeling, we browsed the different stalls.
ハンカチに刺繍針に綺麗なブローチ。
Handkerchiefs, sewing needles, a pretty
素
brooch.
敵なものが多すぎて。
Is that my phone? Did my phone just fall on the floor? Sounds right. It'll be okay. I'll find it again someday. There's so many wonderful things, I just can't decide.
嬉しい悩みね。
Always a nice problem to have. What sort of gift did you want to give Lucas? Like something he can hang up on his wall or something he could use?
そうね。兄様がお仕事に使えるものならとってもいい
stuck?
と思うの。
It could happen. It could happen. Very easily. Okay. I think something you could use at work would be great.
ならそれを意識しながら順番にお店を巡っていきましょう。
Got it. Let's keep that in mind until we find the right stall. Oh, that reminds me. I don't have Discord open on my computer right now because I'm a silly person. But there was an Otome game everyone was talking about. So there's like 2 Kickstarters. And I don't know if I have the energy, but the Saints of the Goddess Bow they actually sent me a message. They have an update to their demo, so it has more content. I appreciate them updating it. I don't plan on playing it again. And then Moondusk Masquerade. It looks really pretty. I'm still not. I'm loading it. Like, hear me out. I'm a sucker for fairies. Like, look at this guy. Will it do it? Will it focus? Focus on him. It's trying. It's trying hard, but it's a bright screen. So I don't know. After that, I went around the Marche stalls with Leah and Miss Salome. I thought long and hard, and we talked lots too. And we were able to decide on a gift once the sky started to turn red. I wonder if I was able to choose something that would make him happy. But I was a bit worried. The 2 of them went out of their way to help me too, so what if he didn't like what I chose? I don't think he can dislike anything you choose. While that was on my mind, we returned to the hospital. The Capuchin show up. Is he there to scream at me? After the acting doctor looked me over, I went back to my room to see.
おかえりなさい、ナディア。彼女たちとの小さな冒険は
Did we call him? Did we tell him? Welcome back, Nadia. Did you enjoy your little adventure with Leah and Salome? He just starts glaring. Brother! I was pushed over to him and grabbed his leg with both arms and a big hug. It seemed he heard from the doctors that I was out and was in no particular worry that I was gone.
お二人とも今日はこの子の外出に付き合ってくださってありがとうございました。
Thank you both for taking her out for the
私も
day.
連れて行ければいいのですが、昼間はどうしても訪問授業の仕事が入っているので。
I wish I could have done so, but there was a tutoring visit at the day. Ooh. Dyslexia. During the day. There was a tutoring visit during the day I just couldn't pass up. I saw a post where someone it was like every other word was like flipped and they were like something dyslexia, and like you read it and then if you read it again you realize it's not in order. I'm like, oh, tricks.
あら、そういうことならいつでも代わりにナディアの散歩を引き受けましたのに。
Oh, if that's the case, we would gladly take Nadia out on a walk in your place. That's right, Lucas. If you're ever in trouble, please rely on us.
ありがとうございます。その時はぜひこの子のことをお願いします。
When he says it like that, it sounds like a different kind of time. Thank you very much. When the time comes, I'll ask you to take care of her then. As he spoke, my brother gave a graceful bow to Leah and Miss Salome, and after doing the same and giving my thanks to them as well.
兄様。
Brother! I tugged at my brother's clothes.
どうしましたか?
What is it, Nadia? Well, I couldn't bring myself to tell him that I got him a gift. It was not any sort of special day, so he might think it's strange. Nadia, you can do it. As I sat there nervously, Leah and Miss Salome gently pushed me forward. Receiving their gentle warmth and courage from them, I lifted my head and, brother, here. I held out the wrapped object I was holding. What is... Oops, what is this? Sorry, I forget he talks slow. It's a gift from me. You always give me so much love. Did she get him a journal? I wanted to give you something in return. He's easily mind blown. My brother stood there surprised, slowly taking the gift out of my hand.
もしやこのために外出を
Are you out today to get this?
お買い物なんて初めてだからたくさん悩んじゃった。
Yes, it was my first time going shopping, so I thought it over a lot.
ナディア
Nadia.
あらあら、先生。泣くにはまだ早いですよ。
Lucas, it's much too early to start crying. People, please take a look at what Nadia thought long and hard about to get you.
はい
Right. My brother held back his tears and slowly took out what was in the wrapping. Close. In that moment, the gift flashed in the light of the evening sun.
これ
This
は
is
ガラス細工でできたペン
a glass pen.
そうよ。
It is.
私、兄様の書く気持ちの込められた文字がとっても大好きだから。
I love reading what you write because you put so much of your feeling in it. He crouched down and held my body tight.
兄様ったらちょっとだけ苦しいわ。
Brother, you're squeezing me too much.
すみませんあまりにも
I'm
嬉
sorry.
しくて
I'm just so happy.
ありがとう
Thank you,
Nadia.
Nadia.
大事にしますこれはあなたが私にくれた一生の
I'll take good care of
宝
it.
物だ
This will be a treasure of mine for life because it's from you. I put my phone on top of my checklist. Thank goodness he was happy. Over his shoulder, I could see Leah and Miss Salome smiling gently. For coming along with me for my selfish request today.
ありがとう。二人とも
Thank you both so
二人と
much.
お買い物ができてとっても楽しかったわ。
It was so fun being able to go out shopping with you two. I gave them the biggest smile I could show my gratitude. Nice. Now the real question is, do I need to get... Is there an image? There's not an image, so do I care about the other two dialogue choices right now? Anyways.
皆さん、お疲れ様で
And hi! Thank you. I forget I have water sometimes. Actually, did you ever get it to where you can actually chat, by the way? I know that was something we were talking about. Life struggles. Life struggles. There's no image from this. Any more images on this page? No. Maybe I should go to a different page. Other. Also, I can tell it's summertime because I think mosquitoes just attacked me today.
お待たせみんな。
Or maybe it wasn't today. We actually went, so there was a thing in town this weekend. It was like called Foodie. And so we decided to check it out. We were only there for a little bit, but it was too hot, so we left. We're like, I'm tired of being here. Thank you for waiting, everyone.
今日の夜食は当番の俺が作った特製のスープだよ。さ、美味しく召し上が。
Today's dinner is a special soup made by the cook of kitchen duty today. Me. All right, dig in every...
覚悟はいいかお前ら
Is everyone ready?
誰が勝とうが恨みっこなしだぜ
せーの
Ready or lose. Win or lose. I don't want to hear any crying. Ready and
さあ当たりだ勝った俺は夜食を買わずに巡回に行ってくるぜ
yay! I won. I'm on to patrol now. You guys can eat my portion. Bye.
同じくはあ生き残れるって素晴らしい
Me
じゃあ
too.
冥界行きの諸君
It's so good to be alive. See you in Hades.
はあ負けた
I lost. Oh my goodness. It's officially warm in here. Can I not knock something over accidentally? We'll see.
もうダメだ今度こそ俺は寿命じゃなくてイブの料理で死ぬんだ
It's over this time. It won't be my lifespan, but Eve's cooking that will kill me. It was a wild storm of joy and sorrow. Amidst the chaos, Eve stood there with a sulky look on his
い
face.
つも思うんだけどその反応はひどいんじゃない
I've felt this way for a long time, but don't you think this response is kind of harsh?
俺はただみんなに喜んでほしくて愛を込めて料理を作ってるだけなのに
Poor Eves. I just want to make everyone happy, so I put my heart into my cooking.
その愛が余計なんだ今日はどんな劇物を混ぜやがった
Well, that explains the taste as I slowly try to adjust my seat and actually sit like a person. What sort of toxic ingredient did you use today? He's like, nothing, cilantro.
内緒
It's a secret.
混ぜたことを否定しねえ時点でお前に文句を言う権利はねえんだわ
If you're not even gonna deny it, you can't complain about our response. This back and forth was an everyday occurrence here. The night Eves was unavoidably appointed to kitchen duty in the name of fairness. The members of the corps literally risked their lives in a gamble to escape death.
もうちゃんと処理すれば食べられるものだってばだって海で採れた生の
It's edible when you prepare it properly. I mean, I got it from the ocean alive.
やべ肝心の件忘れたわ
Whoops,
話の邪魔して悪いな
forgot my sword. Sorry to bother everyone.
生のお前今生のなんて言った
Live? What were you just about to say? Unable to hear the most important part of the message, Hiko's face drained of
まあ
color.
まあ細かいことは気にしないで
Oh, come on. You don't need to worry about the details. On the other hand, in Eve's eyes, shining like dawn lights, was a glint of something ominous, almost dark even.
食材を無駄にするなという先代の師匠が残してくれた理念のもと
We should take heed of our elders' advice, not to waste any food.
一皿残らず愛の料理を召し上がれ
Be sure to enjoy every last bite of this dish made of love, okay? He sat down down a bowl in front of everyone.
また自警団がイブの料理で全滅してるよ
Uh-oh, the corpse got wiped out by Eve's cooking again.
いい加減当番制やめればいいのにな
They should just stop rotating duties like this already.
先代の団長が決めた規則だからやめられないんだってよ
They say they can't since it was a system put in place by the leader from the past. And we can't change things like that. We're not, it's out of our hands. Tonight, once again, men in the throes of death could be heard across Apres. However, none of the fallen men could have imagined that a certain young woman called Death would arrive at the corpse with Eves one day and become the savior of their daily meals. Oh, nice. That was a short one. Okay, great. Great. We needed a short one. Oh, it's an Adolf story, which I don't plan on getting through all of the side stories, by the way, before I start Adolfs. I just want to do at least 2 more pages of side stories before I do Adolfs. And then I'll probably do Adolfs, the rest of the side stories, then Ankou, then the Wanderer, because I'm still not sure about that one. I'm uncertain of how that one's supposed to work. I hit every wrong button just now. Oh my gosh. From deathly girl to beloved woman. It's all anybody can ask for these days. I have to be so also my skin, it's not doing a lot of peeling for my trip, but it's peeling just a little bit. So I'm also itchy from that. The sin of hurting the person most precious to me, the one I promised to protect, would never disappear. That's right, and it shouldn't.
そうだ。本来な
Oh,
ら俺なのに暖かな場所。
yeah. I'm. We don't do flashbacks. I don't do flashbacks. We don't do flashbacks. He yelled at her. He called her a monster. Called her a bakemono. She cried. My throat hurt from screaming like a man. Oh, we're doing a flashback to that day?
こんな形で感情を表に出す日が来るとはな。
Never thought the day would come when I'd express my feelings like that. I looked towards the bed. There was Leah, who had rushed over to celebrate my 19th, or rather my 23rd birthday, because he's a liar. I had lashed out at her, and she just took my barrage of insults, yet there she was, sleeping soundly, unafraid of me.
のんきなもんだ。
She can be so careless, although I was the one who told her to stay over because it was
明
late.
日からどんな顔をして話せばいい。
How am I supposed to talk to her tomorrow? Well, words are fine.
本当にど
Damn
こ
it.
までも。
Why are you such a self-loathing girl? I think she was just like, yeah, sorry, my bad. He's all like, you're a monster, and she's like, sorry. To think I'd see the girl I considered my foster sister just a few minutes ago as a woman now. Ugh. I shook my head and criticized myself for being so entranced by Leah's face as she slept. Ugh.
こいつを死神呼ばわりした俺に選ばれる資格はない。
I have no right to be chosen by her after calling
こ
her
いつに
death.
はもっと
There's
ふさわしい相
others
手
more worthy of her. For example, that one guy with a good heart who never rejects anyone and just accepts them for who they are. What's his name again? Eves? As I thought to myself, Leah rolled over and grasped a handful of my clothes. Leah? I called to her without even thinking, and Leah smiled happily in her sleep. Thank you. We'll always be together. I held my face and
勘弁
sighed.
してくれ。
Give me a break. The way I was looking at her face was completely different from yesterday. If she looked like that to me now,
おやすみなんて口づけはできね
I can't kiss her goodnight like I always used to. Did they? I'd feel so nervous I could die. Man, imagine screaming at a girl and then deciding you love her. Knowing I'd be in danger if I stayed any longer, I went outside, careful not to wake Leah. I looked up at the sky to see the moon shining in a color that reminded me of Leah's hair.
え。思いを伝えないにせよ。俺のすべきことは変わらない。
Even if I don't tell her how I feel, I just have to keep doing the same
あい
thing.
つをひたすらに守る。
I'll keep protecting
あ
Leah
いつの人生を変えてくれる。
until she
新たな出会いか再会が訪れるまで。
until she meets someone new or an old acquaintance that will change her life. My oath, unknown to anyone else, melted away into the night sky until I was told later by a particular man that to only protect her was the wrong thing to do. I would never show Leah how I felt about her as a woman. The end. The end. All right. I'm my new job. I'm using a laptop. I just started to reach out for my armrest and try to. Never mind. I'm tired, y'all. Alright, Watchman's Troubles. We're at the 130 mark. Excellent. Ankou.
それではまたいずれ良い返事を期待している。
Gosh, he's got such a good voice. It hurts my soul. Until another day, I look forward to your reply.
黒きリコリスの祝福があらんこと。
May the blessing of the black Lycoris be with you. As a reminder, he has no actual powers and he has to put on a show to do that. Was that it? That's the only thing. It ends.
言ったか?
Is she gone? No. Leah was still walking around the area looking for me. I couldn't let my guard down until she was far away from here. After carefully keeping an eye on her a few minutes later, Leah left the field. Good grief. I came outside in relief that I wasn't found. In my pocket were special bombs that generated wind, which I used to help me act like the Watchman of Death. It was something the Drifter came up with and made in order to help me disguise as a supernatural being. To put it another way,
万人を演じるのがここまで恥ずかしいなんて聞いてないぞ、漂流者。
I never knew acting like the Watchman of Death would be so embarrassing, Drifter. Everything about the being she encountered was an act.
死ぬほど恥ずかしかった。
That was so embarrassing. So embarrassing I could die. It was strong enough to make the very concept of embarrassment come back to life in me.
なぜあいつはアドルフとは正反対のこんな設定を作ったんだ?
Why did he have to make up a character like this who's so completely the opposite of Adolf? Because I needed that. But it was thanks to him that I had been able to continue building antibodies against the Lycoris.
どれだけ恥ずかしかろうがやり抜くしかない。
Regardless of how embarrassing it is, I have to do this for her. From here on out, I would exist as the eccentric Ankou and guide Leah, who I had once let die in the past, into simple, normal
アンクという
happiness.
存在は言葉通りあいつのためにある。
Respect. Respectfully. Ankou is a being who exists for Leah. A being born to save her if that was who I
愛
was.
する死神に付き従うのが使命というもの。
My duty is to attend to my beloved death. I wouldn't make the same mistake ever
待って
again.
ろ。今度こそ俺。いや、私はお前の命を守ってみせる。
Just wait, Leah. This time I'll... No, I shall see it that your life is kept safe. No matter what might happen to me in the end. We're gonna do, like, at least one more, because it's still early. But hey, I appreciate them being simple. Should I do the 8? The 8 one has just 1 on it. But how long is it? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Will it let me? Oh, it won't even let me do it yet. I can't do it yet. That's fine. Apres, Crimson Journey. Follow the Crimson Lycoris. What went through the young man's mind as he saw the two lovers meet their end in the Lycoris field? Journey to Despair. Delivery. Oh. Kill me, naturally. Okay. Why not? We'll do this one. And see where we're at after we do it. It might not be very long. But if it... I've been using a laptop for like a week now. I keep reaching out to touch so it's not there. Alright, let's see. Apres. Wonder if I can get the actual right asterisk up there later. Alright, let's see. My goal was to stream like 2 hours, so that's why I'm like, let's go a little bit longer. It's only been an hour and 40 minutes. So if this one's short, I'll do another one. If it's not short, this is the last one. We'll see. I was sure there was no other pair of lovers the red Lycoris suited better. Oh, it's when we died. Ah, we're dead. I walked across the Lycoris field, now still and silent. It was as if the fields were protected. It was hard to believe that there had been an uprising at the Institute.
やっぱり綺麗だな。
They sure are pretty. It was only natural for one's eyes to be caught by the blooming red flowers in the middle of the black field. Underneath them was the Maiden of Death and the knight who protected her, both sleeping silently. The scientifically proven death, Leah. She used her allopathy to break the curse of this country, then fought with Eves, who had feelings for her. I recall this, yeah, that happened. Their battle ended in a draw because of a system malfunction. The malfunction strengthened her death powers to their limit, turning her into a form of death who would kill anyone in Apres who approached her. Afraid of killing her beloved Eves with her ability, she came to this field and made a decision. It can't be. They also like to kill people off in this a lot with like, I was so sad, I died.
クローン体を作る血を僕に託して。
She gave me her blood so that I could create her clones, and then as someone who might not have who've watched this, just in case Blue watches the VOD, they bury her clones to help like fertilizer and make the soil not be bad, and that's why the flowers are red. So that's why she gave her blood. She gave her blood so that I could use it to create her clones.
彼女は暴走する能力を毒素の吸収に没頭させることで
She came up with an idea of suppressing her
抑え込もう
power
と
by having her body absorb more toxins than what was
生き
admitted.
たままこの地に埋められることを
She chose to
選
have
択
herself
しました。
buried here alive. As a result, red flowers blossomed amidst the black. Eve's distraught over her cruel death.
ごめん。
I'm sorry,
し
the
ばら
hug.
く彼女と二人にさせて
Do you mind leaving
く
me
れな
here
いかな。
for a moment?
わかりました。
Understood. In, again, the defense of the story, in this specific route, she said, bury me. She offered her body to science, and Eves is like, actually, I'm not gonna let you do that. And he was putting his own life in danger by trying to break her out, even though she agreed to this. Anyways, they have a sad ending either way. It was after I left him that he slit his own throat to chase after her into Hades.
まあシステムを暴走させたのは僕なんですけどね。
I'm the one who made the system malfunction. I didn't imagine this would be the result. It's okay, I forgive you. While Sheen's life was spared, his backup was lost in the explosion at the Institute, and he had ran out of options. Using the stolen research data from Orti and Camille Cloud, as well as the data from Leah, which was retrieved by taking some of her blood right from the spot in front of me, I removed the toxins from the ground using the same plan as his. And now, if I developed a new memory system and a new body that could retain emotions, I could bring back my mama.
母様を普通の人間として蘇らせる準備が整う。
My preparations will be in place for bringing Mother back as a normal person. That said, without her genes, this plan would come to a standstill.
いいか。
Oh
少
well.
なくともナディアとリュカさんを助けるぐらいは
At the
でき
very
るはずだ
least,
し。
I should be able to save Nadia and Lucas. Though I did still have a duty to eliminate the rotten members of this country. In other
この
words,
勝負は僕の勝利だ。シアンは完全に権力を失った。
this fight ended in my victory. Sheen lost all of his
これ
authority.
からアルペシエールはこのリアム・レーブ・ポワールのもとに
Under
変
the
革を遂げ
revolution
普通の国となる。
Liam. Under the revolution led by Liam Revpor, Arpachel will become a normal country. But I didn't feel any joy. Gazing at the red flowers blossoming in the field, I muttered words of my loss to myself.
あなたたちを殺したのは間違いなく僕ですけど。
The one who killed you both was none other than myself.
美しい心を持つ素敵な友人だと思っていたのは
But it's true that I
確
thought
か
of
でした
you
よ。
as my wonderful, dear, pure-hearted friends. I prayed that these lovers would be reborn into a normal land where they could live together. You know, he's very kind. Gonna do another one. I don't want to do this one. But we're gonna. So if these are all taking place in the bad endings, and the bad ending for Lucas, Nadia was transformed by Capuchin into a monster, and Lucas went out on a crazy tangent and murdered a bunch of people because he lost his mind. Hi, Oceanic. Thanks for lurking. But yeah. We'll see how it goes. It can't do better. Oh goody, I woke up to find nothing around me. Simple nothingness spread out to infinity. There was only things that— oh my god, is he dead again? Wait, are we— okay. I'm fine with stories like 9RIP, great example. Death is there, ghosts are there, blah, blah, blah. This game was grounded in reality. I know, religion's real, things, whatever. But like, when you ground something in reality, don't tell me that now they're in Hades. This isn't Tengoku's struggle. Stop it. There was one thing that surrounded me. Where am I? I didn't know where I was or when, and not even knowing who I could be, I'm scared. Fear grew within me. Who am I? Where did I come from? And why did I die? If it's— who are we? If we're the girl, she stabbed herself. I remember. I'll be with you in Hades soon, dear husband. That's right, he asked her to marry him. Oh my god. After force kissing her. Oh, Lucas. Oh, that was right. My name was Leah. I was death who caused misfortune to others just by being alive. The person sleeping here is my lover. I'm his wife. The wife of Lucas Proust, who murdered so many people. Oh, wait, is this the ending where they died in the research facility? Okay, okay, okay. As a reminder, in Virche, good endings aren't always good. So in the good ending for Lucas's route, she stabs herself with the stomach next to Nadia and him. In the bad ending, he gets killed in Sheen's research lab. Not much difference. I remember. I came out as the wife of the man who had massacred so many and was then executed, all to reunite with him in Hades, but...
いいえ。君は私のいる冥界には
You aren't able to come to
ここは
Hades.
私のような罪人が落ちる場所。
Sinners like me fall to
君のよう
Hades.
な優しい人はきっと冥界ではなく
Someone as kind as
天
you
へ
is
と
led to
導
heaven,
生
not
まれ変
Hades.
わりでもしない限り
Unless we're reborn, we'll never meet again. Those are flashbacks. We don't do flashbacks. The voice that came from above effortlessly shattered my last remaining hope. It's okay, girl. I saw the ending where you end up in Hades with him, and it wasn't fun. If what he said was true, this wasn't Hades, but a path that led to heaven. God was apparently a magnanimous being. He was inviting into heaven the one called Death, who failed to save those she loved. Girl, I absolutely refuse. She's like, nay, my pleas had gone unanswered. I refuse to go to heaven where God didn't save Lucas and everyone else. My mind went blank, filled with light. The name of the man I loved and all my memories of him began to disappear from my mind. I finally understood why I was here. I knew that God was trying to give me the punishment of hope. Please stop. As my body burned in eternal pain, I prayed that she was saved. My beloved.
私が罪を犯させてしまった人
The one I forced to commit herself to sin. As my punishment as a sinner, my body was burned and mutilated over and over.
彼女を泣かせてしまったという後悔の痛みには
This is
かなわ
nothing
ない
compared to the pain of regret from making her cry. But there was one thing I was certain of. I knew that she was being led to heaven, which was filled with light.
ああ
Kami-sama.
神よ
Oh, Kamiyo. Kamiyo.
この罪深き罪人の最後の願いを叶えてくださり
Thank you for granting the final wish of this terrible sinner. I was sure that unlike a sinner like myself, she would raise to the paradise of heaven. That would be my final salvation and joy. The flames enveloped me once more. I was sure the punishment given to me would last for eternity.
それでも
Even so, because you saved my beloved, I felt saved as well.
ああ神よ
Kamiyo. Oh God. I put my blackened hand over my chest as it burned and regenerated again and again.
あなたの身元で
I pray that under your watch,
私の愛おしい家族たちが
my beloved family will be at
安らかに
peace. My beloved sister and the woman I loved, I prayed as I remembered their smiles. As I suffered countless deaths one after another, I felt an incredible peace in the midst of eternal punishment until the end of time. Ah. Every time. All right. And then this one is... Hi, Poppy! You're up late tonight? Deliverers. That or you're up early and you're getting ready for work. Either could be true. gosh, this is Mathis's bad ending. Amongst the prostitutes was a whispered rumor. If one went out to the shore on a moonless night with a bottle filled with water and flowers that they raised up to the sky, 2 beautiful men would appear. Oh, that's... I forgot. Always up late. That's the plan. I'm the night owl in this house, so it makes sense. Okay, so this is the bad ending where he loses his mind and he starts helping Jean in his pursuit of kidnapping ladies to harvest their... This is a real story, by the way. To harvest their eggs to try and make homonucleuses. Because he's trying to create one that has the same memories of his dead fiance who died on their wedding, the day before their wedding, while pregnant with their child. How's my favorite family? We're great. We're doing fine. How are you and your family? I've heard some things. It's crazy to believe children get older. 2 beautiful men would appear on a boat to deliver that person out of the country. At one point, the deliverers were thought to be Virche, but that had not been proven. And now a few women believed the rumors and arrived at the quiet night shores in search of salvation.
可憐なお嬢さんたち。自由への船旅をお求めかな。
My good evening, ladies. Do you seek safe passage to freedom?
その身に宿している生命の花さえいただければ。
If you would give me the flower of life that resides within you.
この配達人たちがあなたたちをどんな国にだってお届けしましょう。
I, the deliverer, shall take you anywhere you wish. The beautiful deliverer was waiting to make your dreams come true. Leah. Oh, wait. Did he kill her? I think he killed her. I can't remember. I called out to her, putting my cheek against the cold capsule in which she slept. Leah looked so beautiful, but after taking flowers from all the women as the deliverer, she stopped responding to me completely.
マティス、ここにいたのか。お
My
前は本当に彼女のことが好きだな。
son graduates from boot camp in 2 weeks. That's crazy. Everyone is growing up. Oh man. There you are, Mathis. You really do like her, don't you?
ま、俺のロザリーへの愛に比べれば大したことないだろうけど。
I know, Camille. It's nothing compared to your love for Rosalie. It took over half of this story. I remember. Nothing to compare to my love for Rosalie.
兄さん。
Brother. In the hands of my brother who helped guide my way was a bottle that held the flowers I had picked by the sea just earlier.
実験は順調？
Are your experiments going
ああ
well?
お前のおかげでな。
Yes, thanks to you.
次の実験がうまくいけば、俺を愛するロザリーが蘇ることも。
If the next
夢じゃない。
experiment goes well, bringing my beloved Rosalie back to life will no longer be a dream. I felt true joy at my brother's
それ
report.
僕も
Then
やっと彼女に再会することができるんだ。
I'll finally be able to reunite with Leah too. It really was the right thing to do to follow my brother's directions. Everything was going so
彼女
well.
と再会したらどんな話をしよう。
I wonder what I should talk about when I reunite with
あ
Leah.
なたと会うために花をたくさん摘んだって言ったらまた前みたいに褒めてくれるかな。
I wonder if she'll praise me like before if I tell her how I've been gathering so many flowers to see her again. Did you go on a trip too? I did go on the trip too. I had a lot of fun. I got a small sunburn. It was really just, we chilled a lot. It wasn't like if we went to like Japan, you know what I mean? So we were just kind of enjoying the beaches, and we tried drinking, but like everything was watered down, so I stopped spending money on that. I wondered if she'll praise me like before.
ああ、彼女ならきっと 笑顔でお前に応じてくれるだろうさ。
I'm sure she'll answer you with a smile. Got to touch stingrays. It was a good time. The next day, my desire to see Leah as soon as possible woke me up earlier than usual. Is he gonna kill him? But my brother was nowhere to be found in the mansion. I assumed he was in the basement making sure his experiment was a success.
なら僕も手伝わないと。
I have to help him too then. Yeah, do that. With that thought in mind, I went down to the hidden stairway.
Huh?
To find that my brother wasn't there. Not only that,
ゾリーさんもいない。
Rosalie's not here either. All that remained was my beloved Leah.
動くな。
Don't move. I was grabbed by the shoulders by the men who suddenly barged into the basement and was pushed down to the floor onto my knees. Behind them, standing on the spot to watch over and direct the men.
マティス、
Mathis.
やっぱり君が。
It really was you.
イブさん、ヒューゴさん。どう
As
して
long as you had fun. I had a lot of fun. Let's see. I can. They don't. My phone's too bright, but let's see if I can do this. Hang on. I took photos of the moon, and it looked like something out of a horror movie. Look at this moon. Not cool. And then my friend has the photos of me. I have the photos of her, so that's her and a stingray. Look how that's a stingray beside her. It was a fun time. And here's me dying in the sun. If it shows, can it do it? Look at that. Look at the dying face. That's what dying looks like. There it is. Yeah. I don't think I have any photos of like my sunburn. But it was a lot of fun. Like we had a good time. I didn't take too many photos of people while we were there. Sunburns are no bueno. That is fair. But we usually get burned a lot more. We were very, very careful. I just got a small one on my shoulder. But I am tanner. Like that was pretty much what happened. But it was beautiful. Like this is the view from our first place we stayed at. Like this is what it looked like outside our like back door. Like it was gorgeous. So we had a lot of fun. As Mathis is being arrested for murder. It was a lot of fun in Belize. Eves, Hugo, what are you two doing here?
匿名の情報提供が入った。ジョーちゃんとお前がここに閉じ込められてるから。
We got an anonymous tip that you and Leah were being kept here and needed to be saved.
一歩遅かったようだが。
Seems like we were too late. I could see the mixed feelings in Hugo's eyes as he looked at the capsule where Leah slept. So this could be the part where she agreed to stay there with him because his mind was being altered and she wanted to protect him, so she kept staying and like pushed her family out of her life, and they kept going to check on her. And then she died. I could see the mixed feeling in Hugo's eyes as he looked at the capsule where Leah
ア
slept.
ドルフは逃げたちゃんを追ってるけど、こっちに来なくて正解だったね。
Adolph's trailing Jean, who escaped, but it looks like it was a good move on him to not come here.
妹のこんな姿。あいつが見たらどうなるか。
Yeah, I don't know what might have happened if he saw his little sister like this. Wait,
逃げ
escaped.
兄さんが
My brother
僕と彼女を置いて
left me and Leah here? It couldn't be. Were we tossed away as a diversion for him to get away?
マティス、君がこの研究所で何をしていたのかは後で聞く。
Mathis will question you later about what you were doing in this
彼女を
laboratory.
外に出してあげよう。きっとあの中はすごく寒いと思うから。
Let's get her out first. I'm sure it's really cold in there. After Eves signaled to some of the corpse members with his eyes. They reached out towards Leah, and he's like, and then I snapped.
やめろ、触るな。
Don't touch her. Forgetting my place, I tried to stop the men who were about to touch my
彼女
Leah.
は死んでない。これから蘇って僕と一緒に幸せになる予定なんだ。
Leah isn't dead. She's gonna come back and to life and live happily with me.
マティス、お前いい加減に。
Mathis, get a grip, my
止
guy.
まれ。何も大切なものを失ったことがない。お前らにはわからない。
You don't understand. You've never lost anything important
僕か
before.
ら彼女を奪うな。まだ間に合うんだ。
Don't take her away from me. It can still be
兄さ
done.
んさえいれば、兄さんの研究さえあれば、僕は。
Might not be my favorite story, but voice actor, very good. Very good voice actor. My brother was here with his research. I can, as if in response to my shouting. The capsule was shattered open and Leah spilled out of it. Eves rushed over to catch her, and I saw that her lips had lost all their color. Her lips, which always spoke of how she loved the stories I wrote, was completely pale blue. After observing the truth, I didn't want to hear him scream right now. That he will scream, and he screams great. Oh no, I said that weird. I finally realized the girl who spoke those words to me would never return. Yeah, like that. He does that a lot. I hung my head down and wailed with regret. I was always quick to start crying, but the voice that was always cheered me up when I did, I would never hear again. And that's how they die. Excellent. Well, we got halfway through that one, which means... Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15. So there's 15 side stories left. So I'm going to save those. We got through 6, 7, 8. We got 9 done today, which is nice. I wasn't expecting to get that many done, but a couple of those were really short, so these might continue to be short. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I know there's going to be one in here where it's Hugo. If Hugo dated her, I think that's going to be like on this page. It would be under other. No. Hugo comes to the orphanage. Yeah, something like that. It looks like it might be. We'll see, we'll see. All right, we survived, guys. And I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming Wednesday because I'm trying to get a little caught up because I'm so behind right now. But I will have a stream on Wednesday. There's probably going to be a stream on Thursday or Friday, but I am waiting to get my full schedule for the weeks before I can announce them. Let's see if there's anybody to raid before I head out. A lot of my friends aren't on this late. And last time I tried to raid, it was acting funky. Let's see. Yeah, nobody I know's on right now, so I won't raid anybody tonight. That's okay. I hope you guys have a lovely day if you're watching this on YouTube. Remember, I stream usually about 3 times a week. My schedule should be getting back to normal on Twitch if you want to visit me over there and see it. And if you're here on Twitch and you want to remember the fun we had, you can check out the VODs on YouTube. I upload everything onto there afterwards. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Thank you, Poppy. Thank you, Oceanic. Thank you, Anne. And thank you, Gwen, for being in chat and hanging out with me. I will see you guys later. Good night.